Ka mkpupu gobanya ka m wegwa nwoke anọ na-asọrọ ọka okwu. Make I comot this eyeglass make una dey see my face because I wan address this issue head on. You see, federal government of Nigeria una lay pipeline from the south all the way to the north to establish refineries, Kaduna refineries and the rest of them. What makes it difficult for you to lay water pipelines from the same south to the north to establish ranches or ruga settlement for your so-called cattle? My grandfather will always ask, if they deceive you, you go no. My father come talk say, Mwam, amakwana. If they deceive you, make you no get sense, since you know Greek get sense. I dey talk to my fellow brothers who have, because of their selfish aim, they are window dressing Buhari's agenda. They think this is APC PDP rivalry. They think this is politics. No, Ruga settlement is no politics. It is a global agenda for Islamization. If you know am now. Make I tell you the fact. Have you asked yourself, why is that after the swearing in of Buhari's second tenure, Piam, he jet out to attend OIC meeting, Organization of Islamic States. It is not bad enough for them to register Nigeria as an Islamic country. Now they are pushing it as a matter of urgency because the way they are pushing this agenda, you gonna say they get proper agenda. Not just that they get agenda, but time is running out of their hands. So they are in a haste to establish this before Buhari's time runs out in office. Don't be deceived. Do not be deceived. And this issue of suspending Ruga settlement, suspension, no determination. No. They have gone back to their drawing board to re-strategize. They started with what they call cattle colony. From cattle colony, they enter grazing bill or whatever. From there, they are now bringing Ruga. They have entered their drawing room. Kahabu take another strategy. But whichever strategy they are coming up with, we dey giriba, we dey wait for them. The person when I like the way they handle things, my man, I call him my man, not because say him be governor, no, but because say he know they politically correct when it comes to issue that threaten their own people's existence. I'm talking about Governor Nyesom Wike. Now input them straight. I am making a listen to them.
Nobody can tell me what I should do. I represent the state, so I have a right to speak the mind of my people. So if, because I said I'm not going to participate in whatever they call, I don't know the name, I don't know that I'm not going to participate. You don't need to kill me. I can't participate because I have no land. The little one I have said I'm doing agriculture. So if I give it out, where's the agriculture I'm going to do? But if they say that they want water, then because we lay pipe from here and take our oil to other areas, is it not? So they can also lay pipe in the Bonny Ocean and then take the water so that the cows can be drinking. At least we have tried to contribute water. It's important. But any other thing, I'm not a party. I'm not a party to it.
That is exactly what I am saying. That is exactly what I am saying. When I lay pipeline for oil, you know, no feed lay pipeline for water to go set up your Ruga settlement. Now, let me now hit the gear. Have you asked yourself why Turkey had become an Islamic headquarters? If you know the history of Turkey, you know that Christianity even started in Turkey. You know the history and the foundation of Turkey as a Christian state. But today, it is now the headquarters of Islamization or Islamic propagation religion. Now so monkey take style enter market, if you come back. And now so my people, because of stupidity, one use Ruga settlement, playing it as politics, then we go enter this people hand and acquisition and that will not happen. As long as people like us still have bread that is running through our life, man, no go fit to work. No matter how they put it, we are waiting for them here. I want to use this opportunity and I ask you to extend this video to anyone who is making argument for Ruga settlement or whatsoever agenda these guys have from Abuja to our people. My dear, if setting up industries in our homeland is not good enough for you, if setting up or making our international airports to be working, if it is not good for us, Ruga settlement is not good for us. If you have said in your mind and have concluded that we, the Southeasterners, the South as they so-called, because all of us are Southeast, if we are not good enough to benefit from your government, please keep your Ruga settlement and its benefit to your people. We no need that. I don't talk and finish. If you want to argue, go and argue with your ancestors. But carry this video, give anyone out there that is trying to bring in Ruga settlement in form of playing politics.
Hello, good morning. I am Rex Nsedeke, your Yoruba headsman with my stick. Of course, my cutlass is not with me. And I'm here to give you a lot of brief insight into what the Ruga settlement project is all about. Because there's a misconception out there that Ruga is another way of the Fulanis taking over land across Nigeria. That is totally false. Now, Ruga, I think Ruga, how do you spell it? R-O-U-G-G-A. R-O-U-G-G-A. That is the federal government Ruga. But I think the usual Fulani Ruga word, Ruga, stands for a temporary settlement where man and cow stay before they go out to graze. So that is the concept of the Fulanis. So if any place Fulani takes their cow to, they create temporary settlements. However, what the federal government is trying to do now is to create permanent settlements. Now, permanent settlements that are business centers, that are industrial park for cows, that are industrial park for animals, so that every one of us, I am an Urubo man. This man is from Hausa man, am I correct? This is a Fulani man. This is a Fulani man. This is Aho. Yes. And this is Hausa man as well as a Fulani man. So that any one of us who have the interest and the desire to run a business that is dependent on animals can go to that Ruga and settle. So that I will not have to take our cows out all the time. Because the truth of the matter is that the challenges that the farmer is facing, the crop farmer is facing, is the same challenge that the Fulani cattle farmer is facing. The Fulani cattle farmer needs grass, like myself, I need grass. The farmer, the normal crop farmer needs what? Needs his crop to be protected. And so we must be able to create a balance between the two, or we cannot solve the problem that is capable of not only solving a major conflict issue in Nigeria, but also creating a sustainable economic and social development project for our people. $100 billion industry in the next 2 or 3 decades. We can make this country better, or we can kill it. Now let us take a walk. Please, Morigo.
I'm telling you this, and we will not allow it to happen. We will resist it with the last drop of our blood, because the generations yet to unborn, now why? We see us as complete losers. It is not about politics. It is not about ethnicity. It is not even about religion. It is about the survival of a people, a race. Yeah? Good. Take this video, give those people, those bigots, political slaves that want to cut anything, want to use Ruga to play politics for our homeland. Now God go punish you, honestly speaking. Take this video, give them. Tell them, say, we are ready and we will never allow Ruga in our homeland. Now, ask yourself, and that is where I'm going to wrap it up. after the suspension of this Ruga nonsense, they said that the 12 states in the north have adopted Ruga settlement. Okay, fine. Why now suspend it? Because the south refused. You can now see and understand that this Ruga nonsense or this Ruga madness is targeted to the south and not even to the north. Oh yes, it is not for the north. They are targeting to bring down Fulanization in each of our homeland, in each community. To allow them one little space, that is the end of the game. And that is the plan. And we will resist it. So, Makandina Koruga. Tell them it is too late. Anyani yoye no kade for mwanya. And that is where I'll be wrapping up. I want to use this opportunity to sincerely appreciate every one of you that have been contributing in one way or the other to continue getting this message out there. I want to appreciate you for sharing, for liking, for dropping your comment. Even our criticizers, we appreciate you because you are one of those that keeping us on our toes so that we no go fuck up. No, we will not allow that to happen because this platform is sacred and it's on a mission. We are not just a media platform. BVI Channel 1 is a movement. And we will stop at nothing to make sure that our homeland is safe, is prosperous, is developed, and helps humanity. Oh yes, that is our mission. So, I appreciate every one of you who have been part of this community. Keep sharing, keep inviting people, keep liking, keep subscribing. And I tell you, we no go disappoint you. This is no business as usual. And those who have been sending your widow's mite, your contribution to this platform, I tell you, it is going a long way to fuel our car, to repair our car. You know the kind of roads we are applying on, to fix this car, headache, but we thank God we are pushing it, and because of your contribution to this noble task, it is made possible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Keep subscribing to BVI Channel 1. Keep liking, keep watching, and we'll continue bringing it to you live and fresh. As a word of conclusion, I want to tell you that I am heading off to ADF anniversary. If you look at the back of my car here, you will see that I'm already packed up. I'm already packed up. I'm about to leave. Very soon I'll be hitting the gear. So I'm going for this ADF anniversary where we'll be, bringing a Kuluono campaign. The documentary we recorded will be launched. That documentary, everyone should see it very soon. You're not gonna say we're not just a talk. We are hitting the gear and we are on the street doing the needful to develop our homeland. Thank you, and I'll be wrapping it up. Happy Sunday. Goodbye.